Yes, people, back live once again to the Afcon 2020 watch along. Boy, we have a packed schedule for today. Obviously, the 2 p.m. game is kicking off in about 7 minutes' time as Algeria take on Burkina Faso. Then later on, we have Angola against Mauritania. And then the final game of the night is Mali against Tunisia. So make sure you stay tuned to that, people. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button on both channels. And we are streaming on Eagle Eye Extra and on Pros Only Sports. And make sure you're hitting the subscribe button to both of those channels as well. I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch this game because Sky are shagging us right now. I don't know what's going on with Sky. Hopefully they fix it up very, very soon because that's where I want to watch it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get myself another stream. But we'll get into the lineup still real quick because it's got some interesting things for the Algerian national team for sure. After their disappointing draw against Angola, I'm going to just share my screen right now so you guys can check it out. But there we go. I don't know if everyone can see that. Let me just move this along and move this up. So for Algeria, playing with a 4-1-4-1. They've got Mandrea in goal, a back four of Atal, Mandi, Ben Sabeni, and Ait Nouri. Just in front of them, they have Bentaleb, and then there's a flat four in front of Bentaleb, and it's Riyad Mahrez, Zerouki coming off. He came off the bench in the last game against Angola. He starts. Belali, and then Feghouli. If people remember Feghouli as well. I don't know where he currently plays, but last time I remember he played for Galatasaray. He also comes off the bench and starts, and then Bounedjah will start up front for Algeria. Let's move on to the Burkina Faso team. As I said, they're one of my kind of dark horses. They always are there or thereabouts. Semi-finalists last time out at Afcon 2021. So in goal, they have Kofi. They've got a back four of Issa Kabore, Luton Town, if everybody remembers him. Deo, Edmund Tapsoba, very highly rated, the centre back for Bayer Leverkusen, having a great season so far. And then they have Yago at left back. Then in front of them, they've got Nagalo and Guerra. And then in front of them, there's a three. There's Blati Toure. He's a very, very dangerous player for Burkina Faso out wide. Then they've got Abdul Tapsoba, who is no relation to Edmund Tapsoba, completely different relation. But he starts in the 10. Then they have Gustavo Sangare. If you guys remember him from also 2021 Afcon, he was very dangerous on the left-hand side, causes all sorts of disruption. Final pass was probably lacking at times, but let's hope he's improved on that. And this time around, will be able to feed Konate up front. So those are the two teams. As I said, a couple of changes for the Algerian national team. I mean, probably lacking a bit of cutting edge in the attacking sense. So that's why they've decided to bring Feghouli in there, and Zerouki as well to kind of help Bounedjah up front. Riyad Mahrez didn't have the best of games, in my opinion, against Angola. He'll need to be able to impose himself. Otherwise, they should have other players that can replace him. I'm just trying to look at the bench right now. Oh yeah, he didn't actually make the squad, did he? What's his name? Plays for West Ham. Forgot his name. Let me double check his name. But he plays for West Ham. Wide man. He didn't get his opportunity, but yeah, no, it's pretty interesting still. It's pretty interesting. But anyway, we'll I'll stop sharing my screen here. But those are the kind of interesting, things that I've seen. Feghouli and Zerouki coming straight into the side for Algeria. Whereas I'm looking at no Bertrand Traore for Burkina Faso this time around. They're going with Konate up front. I still think that this side is good enough to beat Algeria. Algeria haven't really impressed me at all in the last two Afcons. I mean, that game against Angola that we watched, they weren't great. They weren't. They got their goal. They were pushing for a winner towards the end, but it was way too late in the game. They failed to impose themselves on that Angolan side. And then obviously don't forget Burkina Faso did struggle. As I said, they are slow starters to tournaments anyway, based on the history and what I know of them. But they usually build themselves up and then they gain confidence throughout the tournament. Them getting a late winner, in their other game, was interesting. In their opening game was interesting against Mauritania. So it's going to be interesting to see how they approach this game and everything like that. But the kickoff should be happening very, very soon. Big up to Drizzy in here. Is this a tournament that we'll see a few North African teams in the next round potentially? Big up to a man like Sammy in here. Morocco, we're watching them tomorrow. I hope you're good, my bro. I hope you're having a good day so far. And Drizzy saying Burkina Faso pace versus Algeria's defense. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I need to make sure that I've got this on TV though, because Sky in the UK are actually shagging this. Like, I should be able to watch this game right now. And if not, I'll have a stream just on standby, just in case. Just so that we're all where we need to be. I'm gonna make sure that I have my stream in place as they're about to kick off very shortly. Just give me 1 second, people. I'm just gonna make sure my headphones are connected to my laptop, and we should be all good. Because the game is about to kick off, and I don't. All right. Just give me 1 second, people. We are nearly there. We're nearly there. Let's get my stream set. I'm gonna connect to my headphones. We're here. Hey. Okay. I feel that's okay. And the only thing I need to do now, let me just double check my audio settings, because okay, I know for a fact that my mic is back. And let's check out the game. All right, we're here. We are here. We're here. London needs the whole bench. That is how they improve. I don't understand why he played yesterday. Honestly, I don't understand why he played yesterday. Like, he shouldn't have been given an opportunity, in my opinion, to even be in the team, in that Cameroonian team. He didn't offer much, and then he also caused a mistake which led to one of their goals. So, it is what it is. Yes, today, I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe the 8 o'clock game, Rich might be back. I know CM is not here for today, for sure. Probably be back tomorrow, but we'll see how he is. Um, but yeah, for today, I'm solo. For today's games, first two games, I'll be solo. Rich is watching Palace against Arsenal right now. They're playing, so he's not gonna be here for a bit. But it is what it is. Big up Armin. He said I had doubts with Senegal after the 3-0 loss to England at the World Cup, especially going forward in the future. But seeing their performance in this tournament has proved me wrong. Yeah, they're looking like a really strong candidate to go back to back with these Afcons. So we'll see what happens. And then if I was Song or the Cameroonian FA would have dropped banana for this team for the tournament, I'm telling you, I would have. Me too. I just don't understand why he even was given an opportunity to play. Like, you come late and you don't report with everybody else, and then you're demanding to play, but you're late. Then you play, you make a mistake, and then you think that you deserve an opportunity. No, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. I know for a fact I'm going to be at least a couple minutes late. I'm going to refresh my stream and see where. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Because I'm like, I'm just going to make sure that this stream that yeah, there we go. All right, we're here. Let me get the score on the screen. Let's go. Coffee with the long kick upfield. Here's Kabore. Here's Dale out wide. And the ball goes out of play. I can't believe Sky aren't showing this game. They've had to make me go and do this a stream, which is crazy. This is a big game for both teams, to be honest with you, because with Burkina Faso, if they win this game, they're through to the last 16. Because the way the group is shaped up, Algeria would only have 1 point after 2 games, right? So Algeria need to win today to have any chance of qualifying. They do not want to have another group stage exit. It will be 2 in a row. And I think the way that Burkina Faso will have to beat them is through physicality today, literally. Because I know for a fact that this Algerian team, they're going to be hyped for this game because they need to win. Winning is their only option. They don't have any other option apart from that. So it's going to be interesting. But the physicality of the Burkina Faso team was going to beat them today, in my opinion. Here's Kabore taking on a towel, doesn't get past him, and they get away with the ball. Here's a towel, just bringing the ball up. It's a long ball over the top into into Budnaja, but he loses the ball there. Taps over, coming forward with the ball. Trademark from him. Loses the ball there. And Riyad Mahrez trying to come away with it. Cape Verde have already won the group after 2 games in a group with Egypt and Ghana. Look, at the end of the day, Cape Verde, they've done well over the last few years to really revamp their national team. Because I remember when Ghana played them in numerous types of qualifiers for World Cups and Afcons over the last 10 years, 15 years maybe. And if you compare the teams and where they're at right now, Cape Verde have improved so much. So whilst you're looking at that group on paper, you were saying, oh, Egypt and Ghana will qualify. They've gone through, to the last 16 and they're ready. They're ready. I mean, it's going to be interesting because now Cape Verde will be playing Egypt. I would hope that they will go into that game wanting to beat them. Ooh, 8 Nuri. Mahrez with a poor pass there. But yeah, like the fact that they've been able to qualify in a group with Ghana and Egypt in it is crazy. And I hope that they actually continue to play in the same manner against Egypt. I hope they will take that scalp. Do you know what I mean? Like, and try and go 3 wins from 3, go 100% in the group stages. Because it'll help Ghana to qualify. But I don't know if that will happen. I feel like Egypt will, especially without Mo Salah, because we now know that he's going to miss 2 games at least for Egypt. I think they played better without him on the pitch, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. To be honest with you, it should be an interesting game though. Here's Kabore now on the right-hand side. He's going to take on Eight Nuri. Ball into the box. Konate with the header. But he couldn't really direct it on target, to be honest with you. Here's Ben Sabani. Here's Mandy. Ben Sabani. Here's Bentaleb. Here's Belali. Here's Eight Nuri. Algeria just wanted to keep possession of the ball. Spray it out wide. Here's Atal. Ooh, poor touch. But here he goes. He loses the ball there. Belali tried to play the ball in behind to Feguli, was on rushing. Just showing that chance there for Burkina Faso. For Konate, it was a good cross. Gets the header on target, but not enough power on it, into the hands of Mandrea. Burkina play the ball out from the back. That's a good play. Here's Gustavo Sangare. He's going to get the ball now. Oh, sorry, that's Tapsoba there. Abdul Tapsoba. And that's a foul on the towel. Here's Mandy. Ben Sabani. Here's Zeruki. Here's Eight Nuri. Here's Belalil. Here's Zeruki. They're moving the ball around Algeria, but there's no penetration really. Here's Zeruki. There's a switch on, but he's decided not to take it. But Ben Sabani and Feguli fouled. And it's fouled there by Abdul Tapsoba. It's a free kick to Algeria. 0-0. Just under 10 minutes gone. And Riyad Mahrez takes a quick free kick. And they go back to try and reset. Here's Zeruki. And that's another foul by Blati Toure. They take it quickly. Ooh, so crossed by Eight Nuri, but nobody was quick enough to react there for Algeria as he played the ball across the box. But now Burkina Faso on the break. The ball go out. and it does go out. Yago, who was just storming forward there, just was unable to keep the ball into play. Keep the ball in play for Burkina Faso. Yeah, the ball goes out. There's Ben Sabani into Mandy. There's Atao. Switches the play. Out to Belalil. That's a good touch. Cuts inside and takes a shot. And Kofi with a save. A bit comfortable. I'm not sure like he really needed to. I think it was going to go wide anyway. But he didn't want to take any chances. Here's Tapsoba. Plays it back to Kofi. Ooh. Budneja. Nearly took the ball off of Guerra. Here's Tapsoba now. Hey! Hey, what is wrong with Kofi? Wow. He just took his eye off the ball there and stepped over it, and the ball was traveling towards his goal. He recovers and then clears it out of play. It's a bit shaky to start the game for himself. I mean, he it was a bit of a weird save, from the Bella Lil shot, it was kind of interesting because he cuts inside, he takes a shot. It might have been going in actually. I think it's a good save. It looked on target to me. No. It wasn't on target. It was going wide. I don't know why he did that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Here's Zaruki. Here's Faguli. Here's Mandi. Ben Sabani. Zaruki again. Eight Nori. Good press by Burkina Faso. They're trying to get the ball back. Kabore and Guerra, between the two of them, fouling Eight Nuri, but not giving them enough time. This is what Burkina Faso need to do. Do not give them time on the ball as they try to advance to the pitch. Wow, a mix up there between Deo and Kofi leads to a corner for Algeria. The first corner for them in this game. And Belalil is going to take it. Corner comes in and Kofi confidently claims it. Sangare thought he was fouled. There's Tapsoba now, trying to get some space, but it's cleared by Algeria. And Deo comfortable, just trying to reset the play again. Here's Tapsoba now. I wonder if they're playing with a back three and they're going 3-4-3. I wonder if that's what Burkina Faso are doing, because the shape's changed slightly for me. Here's Mahrez. And he loses the ball there. Drizzy, you're saying you got 5 devices for one day. Your new phone, old phone, iPad, TV, and iPhone. Boy, I know, man. Well, look, there's going to be 2 games. Well, It'll be 2 games at 5 and 2 games at 8. So it's going to be interesting. It's the final days of Group A and B. So we'll be seeing Guinea-Bissau, I believe, against Nigeria, and then Ivory Coast against Equatorial Guinea, which would be interesting. And obviously, it's Ghana, Mozambique, same day against, and then Egypt again. Ooh, Cape Verde. That was a bad challenge there on Bella Lille. And I believe it's going to be, is it Blati Toure that's going to be booked? No, it's Nagolo. Nagolo has been booked. And Bella Lille is on the ground. Okay, no, he didn't actually get hit in the face. I didn't see him get hit in the face. Based on that, let's have another angle if we can. Yeah, he didn't hit him in the face. It was a dangerous challenge. Don't get me wrong, foot is very high, but he didn't get hit in the face and he started rolling around. It's a bit of play acting there by Bella Lille. It's a little break in play. I feel like as Bella Lille's getting his treatment, it's also going to be a free kick for Algeria too. And they've taken it. His Bella Lille is back up and ready. And Bella Lille coming inside. Ooh, tried to dribble himself into some space so he can get a shot off, but he couldn't get it. But now his Yago loses the ball for Burkina Faso as they're trying to break forward on the attack. Bentaleb just getting himself out of danger and passing the ball to Ben Sabeni. And there's a ball by Ben Sabeni to Atal. Can he get away from Yago? Ooh, he does. Ooh, he just does a bit too much. Gets good, nice skill to get away, but then just unable to keep the ball in play, and the ball goes out for a goal kick to Burkina Faso. Able to lose his man, just dropping his shoulder, dragging the ball. That extra touch there, just too much for Atal. And Tapsoba just taking his time as we approach the 20-minute mark. Tapsoba goes back to his keeper, and Kofi takes the kick. Ben Sabeni now. His Mandi. His Feguli. Zeruki. His Bella Lille. Been a bit lively in his first half so far. Into Budnajar. Probably is a bit too much on the ball by Bella Lille. And Budnajar. Oh, Kofi gives the ball away. Here's Zeruki now for Algeria. Bella Lille. Ooh. Tapsoba with the intervention there, but Kofi just plays himself into trouble there. Plays his team into trouble there. Budnejar with the little back heel into Belalil, but unable to gather the ball and get the shot away. And they're playing a dangerous game, Burkina Faso. I feel like they have the ability to be able to beat this Algeria side, but they've just not been able to find any sort of, rhythm in this game so far. Well, here's Kabore now coming forward, and he gets fouled by Eight Nori. But yeah, both of these players actually Premier League. Well, no, did Eight Nori leave? No, he hasn't. Yeah, he's still playing for Wolves. He's playing for Wolves. Yeah, they're both playing England. Those two fullbacks. I was about to say I had a feeling that he played for Bayern or something like that. I must have been a dream. But yeah, he's still at Wolves. The two players there on that side. It's an interesting battle between the two of them. To be fair, two young Premier League players there. But Kabore will take this free kick for Burkina Faso. Let's see if he can get a good delivery into the box. The ball comes into the box, headed away, headed back into the box, and Algeria get the clearance. Armin saying Burkina Faso are a thorn in Algeria. Last World Cup qualifiers, they drew them twice. They didn't lose in that group. They finished 2 points behind Algeria. Yeah, like I just think this is the kind of game that they don't want in this group. Physical game. Sangare booked for a tackle there. On Belalil. He's in the action. Yeah, I'm not so sure that that's like a warranting a yellow card. It's kind of like he's not even looking at him, so he doesn't even know where he is. So I don't think he's targeted him there. But I think the influence of some of the Algerian players motioning to book Sangare there has kind of influenced the referee in terms of giving him that booking. So yeah, but I think this is not the kind of matchup that Algeria would have wanted in this group. I mean, I understand that a lot of the teams will know you're going to be facing off against a physical side, a side that, they're not the best technically sometimes, but you know that when they get it together, they can actually punish you. So we're in a cooling break right now. But yeah, I always felt that this game was going to be very difficult for Algeria. It's not showing that so far. Burkina Faso have not been able to find any rhythm and any way to be able to break through the Algeria defense just yet. Algeria have definitely been the better side for the first 25 minutes or 24 minutes now. And I've had a few chances here, a couple of chances here and there. So I mean, it's on Burkina Faso to be actually to be able to step up their levels through the rest of this first half and see if they can maybe turn the game into their tide, but turn the tide towards them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's pretty interesting so far how they're battling. But they're still complaining about the hand in the face by Sangare that saw him booked. Big up man like Ed in the building. What are you saying, bro? Are you still recovering from yesterday's defeat? Are you coming to terms? Ooh, Budnejar. There's a mix-up in defense. Ooh, it's a big chance there for Algeria. Budnejar with the shot, but it was a mix-up again in defense between Kofi and I believe it's Deo. Let me have a look. Yeah, it is. So Deo with the poor header, and then a mix-up between Kofi and Tapsoba, but it's Deo's header. that kind of created the danger. He was unable to get some good purchase on the header to clear it away from the box. Basically heads it back into danger. Budnejar gets the shot and it's just wide. I don't know if it's if he took a touch, but it was a goal kick anyway. Wow. This ref is bad. Ghanaian ref. Bilali was holding him. Yeah, that was what I thought. I thought I saw a shirt pull on Sangare by Belalil. And then he's kind of like just trying to get away. Like he's just trying to get away and it hits him in the face accidentally and he gets booked for it. So it's not bad. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, Sam, the keeper is shaky. He's had a few shaky moments so far and it's not looking good right now. He's not instilling confidence in his defense. Yo, I'm telling you, Drizzy, Kofi is moving like a madman right now. I don't know what's going on. He really needs to settle down. It's Tapsoba. It's to his namesake, Abdul Tapsoba. It's Toure. It's Tapsoba now. Here's Sangare. Is Konate. They lose the ball and as they try to build it up. Yeah, the ref has been moving a bit crazy, man. Like a couple of early bookings. Maybe not controlling the game because obviously there's going to be a lot of play acting from the Algerians. You know, like I thought that the rules now are if you motion for a yellow card, that you could be punished with a yellow card for doing that type of stuff. Like, but the Algerians are already circling around him and trying to influence him. It's not good. Benzabeni tried to play a ball over the top towards Belalil, but here he is. He picks the ball up, and Feguli giving the ball away. Burkina Faso throwing the ball hopelessly upfield, hoping for Konate to try and gather it. He can't. Here's Aitnouri. Belalil takes over. Aitnouri, ball across the box, and it amounts to nothing. And here's Abdul Tapsoba pushing forward now into the space. Can he cross the ball into the box for Konate? And it's over hit and out of play for a goal kick. Hey, relax, you know. You were in trouble. You're in trouble, bruv. You're going home just like us, bruv. You're going home just like us. Don't forget. Don't forget. It's not my fault that your country's finished. If Onana is your best player, you're finished. Big up to a man like CM. I hope you're well, my bro. Hope everything went well this morning. I hope you're good. You know, blessings, and I hope the recovery is going well. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. But I hope you're gonna have a good weekend either way. Here's Ben Sabani to Mandy. Ball over the top to Belalil. That's a good ball. Outside of the right foot to Budnejar, but headed away by Tapsoba. Here's Belalil again. Goes out wide to Mahrez and over the top. Too much on the ball by Belalil. Onana was a world-class goalkeeper before. People would be throwing around world-class. Like, he wasn't a world-class goalkeeper. He was a good goalkeeper. But as soon as he's come to England, he's been chopping. If you look at his stomach, you see the way he went down for that third goal? Went down too slow, man. Is all that pounded yam, bruv. Tapsoba just going to gather the ball now, just so they can reset. They've just not been able to really get a real sustained level of possession, Burkina Faso. And to be fair, that's not necessarily their game, but they can do it. We've seen them, and this is largely the same team that played at the last Afcon 2 years ago. So, you know, it's Tapsoba, bro. I hope you're good, bro. But yeah, that's crazy. It's Blatty Toure just being very elusive and gets fouled. But it's good. It's good play by Blatty Toure. Like he was able to evade a couple of challenges, holds on to the ball, and wins his side a free kick. Bruv, I'm watching this on a bookie little stream, bruv, right now. They're not showing it on Sky. It's actually mad. It's mad. It's not on BBC either. So it's like they said they had every game. They don't have every game. They're gonna start showing the games from like 5. They're gonna show the Mauritania, Angola, which I feel like this game is probably more important, to be fair. But Burkina Faso with it's Kabore with the free kick, headed across the box. Ooh, I thought it was gonna drop down to Abdul Tapsoba, but to Edmund Tapsoba, but he was unable to get towards him, and Algeria cleared. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I can't believe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you see this game, yeah, this Mauritania Angola game. No disrespect to the nations, yeah, but who's gonna watch the game? Unless you're from them places, and me and everyone else is covering it, we're not watching the game, so it shouldn't even be on TV like that. But the fact that this game is not on TV is mad to me. It's a big game. Because look, if Burkina win this game, they're through to the next round, right? But if Algeria lose this game, then they're all or nothing. But they'll be out basically, and that'll be 2 in a row, two group stages in a row. They can't lose this game. They need to win. So we'll see. Yeah, Drizzy, I'm starting to feel like that as well. I'm surprised he didn't get a start after getting the winning goal in the opening game against Mauritania. Like he should have started. To be honest with you, relax, relax. Yeah, look, I actually checked it, and they said they're showing it at 10 p.m. What do you mean 10 p.m.? The game is on right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Burkina have a good following here as well because it's obviously it's not far. You know, they're just north of Ivory Coast, so they have a good following in terms of their supporters here. So it's good to see. The black eggs. Um, you know what? I actually don't want to see. Like, I don't think that there's any players out there. There's only probably one right now. Kobe Mainu. I would like to see him switch to Ghana, but I just can't see it happen. I just can't. I can't see the country convincing him of coming to play for Ghana. I just can't see it. And England, England are already on it. They're already on it. Like, but he'd be the only one at this point for me. Yeah, it's true. He hasn't been playing. Yeah, like he doesn't play much football for Villa. Like I don't think I've seen him. Like to be fair, like across this season. So, um, but yeah, when he plays for his country, you're right. He's kind of like a Gareth Bale. He's very inspirational. It's Kabore fouling at Nuri as he was trying to win the ball there. But big up Isaac, man. It's true. It's true. Like Traore should play in this game, but he doesn't play much football. So then there's a rhythm issue. So it's kind of like El Neni for Egypt. Doesn't play much football. Um, yeah, this is another thing. I don't know if Dango Ouattara is injured or not because he would have been he would have started this game if it wasn't for an injury because I didn't see him on the bench. Let me double check what's happened to him though. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop my charger in, people. Just give me 1 second. I'll be off the camera. Okay, we are back in here. Back in here. Let me see. Is he injured? Is he currently injured? It's Toure. Hey, my stream is gone. Wait. What's going on? What's going on? Hey. Oh, my stream is gone, bruv. Nah, this is peak, man. Sky, you will answer for your crimes, bruv. Okay, we're back. But this thing is late, man. Is he currently injured? Yeah, he's been called up though. But he's not on the bench. Okay, so he was called up, but he's injured. He was called up, but he's injured. He's currently injured right now on international duty. So he's there with the squad, but he's just not. He's not fit enough. See, my stream is behind here because I literally just seen this play. You said 40 by or 90 minutes online. I might change it at halftime though. We're not too far away from halftime, to be fair. Still 0-0. Here's Toure again. Sangare to Kabore. Sangare, ooh, that's a foul, no? By Zerouki. Referee says nothing. Ouattara's been playing fullback for Bournemouth as well recently. Okay, so there's going to be a change. Gira has come off, and Ogudrago coming on in his place. Yeah, that I think he went down with an injury after a hard foul. Guerra. And then Ogudrago is going to come on in his place in midfield. Tapsoba out to his namesake in Abdul Tapsoba. Ball across the box to Kanate. Cut away, and it's offside against Burkina Faso. I'm behind, man. My stream stopped, man. My stream stopped. So I might refresh it though to see where we are. But let me refresh it because yeah, look, see, look, my stream is so behind, man. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Burkina slowing the game down and countering because Algeria want to make the pace of the game faster. Yeah, there's urgency from Algeria just because they need to win. Like, and yeah, for Burkina, I kind of can see the same thing happening where they are slowing it down because you see whenever Tapsoba comes forward with the ball, he's not really looking to play the ball long or even into midfield. He's happy to hold on to it. His Dio, Ben Sabani with a hopeful long ball up top. His Toure. Ogudrago is looking for the ball. He gets the ball. Kabore with a bit of space. Kabore coming inside now. Plays the ball outside of his right boot into the keeper Mandrea's hands. Half time is fast approaching. 4 minutes plus at a time in this first half. His Mandi. Faguli to Atal. Faguli just picking up all sorts of space, dropping deep. Here's Ben Sabani looking to play a ball. He decides to go to Ait Nouri on the left hand side. Here's Zeruki. Here's Mandi. Here's Zeruki. Here's Bentaleb. Here's Belali. Here's Feguli. Here's Atal. Trying to get the best of Yago, but he's unable to. You're going to play basketball during that Angola game. I don't blame you, but I don't expect that game to be anything interesting, to be honest with you. Mahrez has been non-existent for the last two games. Haven't seen him do anything for Algeria in these first two games of Afcon 2023. So he's there, but he's just non-existent for me. Here's Toure, Kabore, Sangare with a poor little touch there towards Konate, and Bentaleb comes away with it. Here's Ait Nouri, Belali. Here's Mahrez. Here's Bentaleb. Soba. It's Feguli. Kofi with a save. Belali with a shot, and it's wide. Bro, their defense is moving crazy, man, right now. I can't lie to you. Algerian recruiting. Yeah, Ryan Shekri. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, they've been very much open to doing that. Over the years, players that weren't born in Algeria, because like, Riyad Mahrez wasn't born in Algeria. He was born in France. Like they've been very open to doing that over the years. So yeah, and to be fair, they need to revamp a little bit. They've done a little bit of that since the last tournament for sure. The last tournament, their squad is very old, probably one of the oldest in the tournament, or second oldest in the tournament. They've cut the average age of their squad down over the last 2 years after the failure in Cameroon, and then even for the World Cup qualifier against Cameroon as well, they failed in that one too. So they really need to revamp things, and they're going to continue to do so, I think, as they continue to bring the age of the groups down. But we'll see. We'll see. They're very heavily reliant on recruiting players that weren't born in the home country. So I'm not surprised to see Ryan Chekri's next on the list. Basically, it'd be interesting if they were able to convince somebody like Elise. I don't think so, but because Elise is eligible for them too. 4 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Still no. I think Algeria have had the better of the chances for sure. Burkina haven't really laid a glove on them in that regard. And that's what Burkina are going to have to try and improve. But to be honest, as I said, they're very slow starters to games. They're very slow starters just generally. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by any of it. Isaac saying, "Go! I need to see this goal. What's this goal?" There's a ball over the top there. Belali can't. He doesn't keep it in play. Yeah, I don't think he does. Yeah, I'm behind. I'm behind. There looks like some action. I'm behind. I can't. I don't. I'm nowhere near any goal, bruv. I'm on Kabore taking a throw. It's Belali. Yago with a bit of space. Goes out wide to Abdul Tapsoba. Ball over the top. Konate! Oh, sorry, that's not Konate. What happened? What happened? Why didn't they give it? Why did they give it? Wait, why did they give it? Why did they give it? Why didn't they give it? Because I'm confused. I'm confused. Yeah, it's Konate that. Yeah, it's Konate with the. He's onside. The replay shows me he's onside. Why did the ref do that? Why did the linesman do that? Hmm? Okay, VAR. He's getting his advice. I'm behind people. I'm sorry. I'm changing the stream at halftime. But Burkina, look, I told you, Burkina have the measure of these people, man. VAR. And it's a goal! Konate with the goal. Just before halftime. And Burkina Faso fans are dancing. It was a cross, though. It was a cross by Tapsoba. Abdul Tapsoba. Into Kanate. Great header. Good finish. He was onside. There's no way that you have to give that. That you don't that you disallow that. No way. He gets his first goal of the tournament, and Burkina Faso are on. They're on track. They're on track. He's onside. They're on track to qualify from this group with 6 points into the last 16 because and it's looking peak for Algeria. They could be on their way to back-to-back exits. That's a great header by Konate. Back-to-back exits from the group stage of Afcon. Onside. Big up CM. It's a goal. Sammy, it's a goal. Big up Kendor. Goal given. Yeah, I'm fighting. Yeah. Half time, I'm changing the stream, man. It's not my fault, man. It's Sky. But yeah, what a ball from Tapsoba and the header by Konate. And they've absolutely shocked the Algerians because if I'm being totally honest, Algeria deserved to be leading after some of the mistakes at the back from Burkina Faso, and they weren't punished. They will feel a bit hard done by. Yeah, I can't lie, Drizzy. It's looking a bit fluky now, you know. It's looking fluky right now. That 2019 victory is looking fluky now. It's 8 Nori. And Burkina come away with it. On the break now. Kabore. With space. Ooh, Zaruki. Cleaning up at the back there. And it's half time. It's half time. And what an ending to that first half. Konate with the goal. With the goal there to give them the lead 1-0 after, I think, a period of dominance a little bit by Algeria. They had chances, a lot of mix-ups at the back for Burkina Faso, but they come away. They come away with the goal at the end of this first half, and it's looking very, very interesting right now. It's looking very, very interesting right now for Burkina Faso, as they are potentially going to end up with 6 points. Let's see, though. There's so much more football to be played. Let me change this stream, though, because, boy, I don't like what I'm watching right now. Let me turn this one off. Let me see. What did he say? Footy Bite might be the one to go to. It's a Footy Bite. Let's see. Football. Afcon. There we go. But yeah, let's see. I'm on a new stream, so hopefully it's gonna be good. Big up Kendo. He's saying this is Burkina Faso stage. Me personally, I'm one of them kind of people. Burkina, Mali, Guinea, those teams now have to break through and try and get an Afcon on their trophy cabinet. Those are the teams I always look at every tournament because they're always there or thereabouts, but they never ever seem to break past the Egypts and Nigeria's, the Ivory Coast, the Ghanas, and the Cameroons and Senegals. They're never able to reach past those teams. I want them to be able to do this now. Hopefully, we can see one of them do it. Blatty Toure owned that midfield. Yeah, he's been really good in the first half. I mean, it's despite the fact that maybe he hasn't been able to help them in an attacking sense for Burkina Faso. He's definitely done it from a defensive perspective, for sure. 90 minutes online. I'll keep that one on standby just in case this one doesn't go well. But 1-0, man. Good first half. What's been people's thoughts of that first half for both teams? Me personally, I feel like Algeria had the better of them in that first half, but they come away with nothing essentially. There was a lot of mistakes between Kofi and Yago, not Yago, sorry, and Deo and Tapsoba. You know, a few mix-ups, but in the end, it hasn't mattered because Algeria weren't able to punish them, and then they've been punished on the other end. So we'll see how this ends up because there's been a lot of urgency by this Algerian team because they know if they do not win this game, it goes down to the final game. But while they may feel confident because it's Mauritania, Mauritania are not gonna just go there and lie down. They just won't, you know. So it's gonna be interesting from that perspective. Big up to Guarin is saying Faso, and they're saying Algeria. Spirit of Sankara. Let's go. Big up to yourself like Guarin, man. Big up yourself, man. Algeria out. Mario stinks. Belmadi stinks. The most overrated country on the face of Africa. Boy, that Afcon they won in 2019 is looking like a very fluky one right now. That's it. Upper Volta have arrived. Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. I mean, look, I'm waiting for them to. I need them to do something, man. That's why I need them to do something. Hey, but people, if you're in here right now, make sure you're hitting the like button, man. Hit the like button on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, if you're new. And yeah, I'm getting ready for this second half, man, because it's going to be very, very interesting. Bruv, the play acting, the diving, and this is what they're going to do in the second half. You watch. In this second half, they're going to do everything that they can to try and get Gustavo Sangari sent off. He's already on a booking, so they're going to try and target him for sure. Just watch out for that. They don't want to engage in a physical battle. They don't, but they will try and use it to their advantage to try and get players sent off. You know, delay time potentially if they get a goal and then they need to, you know, slow the game down, things like that. You know, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll be back, people. Give me 1 second. But Algeria had a lot of chances in that first half, man. For me, I just feel like they've been able to they haven't been able to capitalize off of all those chances that they had, and the mistakes that were happening at the back for Burkina. But Algeria need to be able to step it up in the second half if they want to get anything from this game. This game is a must win for them. They have no excuses, in my opinion, none whatsoever. So it's going to be interesting to see how well they're able to push forward and if they do push forward, will Burkina be able to expose them at the back? Yeah, I noticed this. Burkina are playing with a back three. They're playing 3-4-3 because it was because when they started the game, it looked like it was a back four, but then it just switched to a back three for some reason. So now Kabore and Yago are pushing forward a little bit more. I wonder what Algeria are going to be able to do here, though, honestly, because a lot of their attacking impetus has come from Belalil. Mahrez has been really non-existent. So has Feghouli, to be honest with you. And I wonder, Belmadi, the changes he made after that first game against Algeria by bringing in Zarouki and Feghouli from the beginning, whether he's looking at it himself and saying, I expected more from you guys to be able to influence the game and you haven't been able to do so, So you look at the bench, they have options, and let me just double check some of their options off the bench. I'll just have a look real quick. In terms of some of they've got Awar who can maybe potentially do something. Adam Unas did pretty well when he came off the bench against Angola. I'm just looking like there's a lot of defenders. But there's not much depth on that bench that's really going to be able to change the game. So they really have played their hand pretty too early, I think. With the likes of Feghouli coming into the game straight away. The fact that Mahrez hasn't really been offering too much in this game and pretty much in the last game too is also a bit surprising. Well, not surprising. Me personally, I know he's not at the same level. He hasn't been for a while. He's had his peak and it's kind of fallen off for him. So, like, when I'm looking at this now, it's like, how do Algeria change this in their favor? They're going to have to really take more of their chances, to be honest with you, the ones that they've created. And I think the fact that they're now one goal down, if they press forward too much in search for an equalizer, it will leave them so exposed at the back. And I think Burkina will be able to expose them, score another goal and wrap the game up. You know what I'm saying? So it's finally balanced right now for Algeria. They have to be able to deploy these tactics carefully in order to make sure that they end up with the victory. So let's see. I'm pretty interested to see how the second half is going to start and end before we move into that next game at 5 between Mauritania and Angola, which is the second game in Group D. Let's see. I think second half is starting soon. They're still showing adverts on my stream here, but let's see if there'll be any changes as well for Algeria, because as I said, they've got Aouar on the bench, Adam Unas as well, who I felt helped to change the game for them in their favor anyway. I mean, or they were trying to push for that equalizer, that winning goal against Angola. So I wonder what's going to happen in terms of movement by Belmadi on the bench, because they don't have much options, to be honest with you. There's not many players there that they can change to maybe change, and they can make the substitutions to maybe change the game in their favor. I think Boudnejar is going to have to do a bit more, to be able to to affect things up front. He needs to be able to disrupt the three defenders, really. He's basically on his own because it's three at the back. It's going to be interesting to see how he affects that, to be honest with you. Big up Hano. He's saying what the hell is happening at Afcon. Hey, Burkina Faso, the Burkina Bay are 1-0 up against Algeria, and Algeria are staring down the barrel of another elimination at the group stage. Obviously, there'll still be one game to go, and they'll feel pretty confident in terms of beating Mauritania, but you just never know, because the result of today's game later on, if for some reason or somehow Mauritania get their first win ever at an Afcon, right? If they get that win, it really puts them into trouble if they lose this game. So, because they'll have something to fight for in that final game, and that's where things should change. But big at yourself, Hano. Burkina Faso second win. I wouldn't bet against it. Me, is as I said, me, Burkina, Mali, Guinea. I put my eyes on those people because I want them to be able to sit at the top table in Africa too. But we'll see. So Amora is coming on. Amora has come on. Is it for Budneja? But here Burkina. They're coming forward. Here's Kanate. Takes a shot. Ooh. Yeah, Hassan, this is my. Yeah, that was the name I was looking for. What happened to Said Benrahma? Said Benrahma, I don't understand what's happened to him. Like, obviously, he's not really getting much game time at West Ham. He's coming off the bench. He's not, but for Algeria, in my opinion, in the last tournament, he was better than Morris in the last tournament for sure. Even though they went out, I mean, he offered more. But I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Isaac. I know they didn't call him up, but it's just okay. Sammy's got some news here for us that Benrahma had a fallout with Belmadi, the coach. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I know I do not watch UFC. I do want to get into it though. It's just the game. The fights are late on the weekend. Sometimes you just want to just relax and sleep. But I need to get into it this year. I'll try and watch some UFC. To be fair. It's a free kick for Algeria now. Mars will take it. And Kofi catches it comfortably. The Burkina Bay are there, man. Like, they are there supporting their team. It's good. It's great to hear. And the home fans, obviously, the Ivorians that are there too are supporting Burkina Faso today in the stadium. So it's good. It's a good atmosphere. Here's Tapsoba, just comfortable. Ooh, nearly lost the ball there. Gets fouled. Gets fouled by Amora. So it is. So Amora's come on. Is it for Budneja? I think so. There's a straight swap. There's a ball out wide. Belali is interesting. Belmadi starting to look like the Algerian Roberto Mancini to me. Here's Kabore storming forward. Can he get the cross in? He does pull it back. Oh, Kanate! Here's Abdul Tapsoba. Here's Torre. His bloody Toure! Oh! The ball just goes over. Hey, Burkina have come out in this second half. It's heating up right now. Good play. Over the bar there by Blatty Toure. Winning the tournament and sparking hope in the national team and getting eliminated from the World Cup in dramatic fashion. Not to mention, Algeria isn't as good as they once were. Yep, it's true. It's true. And then being a hater and saying Algeria will never succeed. Boy, they're not going to succeed right now. The way they're open and exposed at the back, it don't look like nothing's going to happen. So it's an interesting stat that the commentator said that Algeria haven't lost to African opposition in 20 games. Yeah, Hassan, like people don't look at Burkina. Burkina are like they are one of those kind of under the radar teams in Africa. Like over the years, they have constantly, got into quarterfinals and semi-finals of the Afcon. They've got a lot of good young players. Obviously, Edmund Tapsoba, who's at Bayer Leverkusen. And they've equalized. Algeria have equalized, and Budnejar has scored. Wow. The equalizer has come in. And Algeria have come back into the game. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Budnejar. Belaïli's free kick there. Just making sure I spell his name right. Good anticipation there from Budnejar. He's able to equalize for Algeria. But yeah, Burkina are very good. Like they've conceded here, but they're good. They were semi-finalists at the last tournament in 2021. Yeah, like Isaac's saying here that they came fourth in the last Afcon. They're constantly threatening semi-finals whenever they turn up. Good young players. Tapsoba, Kabore, Uwatara. Oh, there was a chance for Budnejar again. Belali with the cross. Sorry, Amura with the cross. He cuts inside. Kofi was in no man's land. Tapsoba unable to reach. Well, that was his touch. To be fair, and heads it goes straight into the path. Woo! Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're good. They're good. That was the and that's a foul. Ben Sabeni fouling Kabore. Wow. Things are heating up in this game, man. I don't know. I mean, let's stop making mistakes. How about that? Let's just stop making mistakes. Like, because I don't think we played badly. Like it was just the fact that we gave those two goals up. We gave them the goals. It was two mistakes. But I think personnel changes need to happen as well. Though I don't like the Dennis Odoi thing, but we'll get to that on Monday. We'll see what happens on Monday. To be honest with you, but yeah, Isaac, just going back to this one in 2012, Nigeria beat them in the final, but they beat Ghana to get there in the semi-final. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anybody does remember, Petropa was their star player. Bonse as well, star striker, who I think he's part of the staff for the national team now. Aristo Bonse, tall striker, had a very distinct haircut, blonde kind of like hair. Yeah, Ben Sabani is suspended for Algeria's. That's what the commentator said. Final group game against Mauritania, which is interesting. Yeah, with the booking. But yeah, back to what Hassan Burkina are a really good team. They haven't won Afcon. Maybe this could be their year. You never know. But they always are threatening quarterfinals, semi-finals at least. So we'll see. We'll see what they can do. There's a free kick here for Burkina, though. Opportunity to get themselves back into the game potentially. Setback very early on in this second half for them. Sangara is going to deliver this ball. And it's out for a corner. A towel with the header out. It's hard, man. Because it's like, I don't think any of the ex-players are coaches or would like to be coaches. There's like a few of them that are in the setup. But I can't lie. I'd actually like to see Otto Addo come back, Not maybe as the manager, but as a coach. I won't lie to you. Because I don't think he was that bad, to be honest with you. If he can come back as a coach, potentially he'd be good. But we'll see. Africans, the countries to get better set pieces. Get out of here, fam. Oh. It was a little while ago. I'm trying to figure out when did they instill him as because he was a coach. Like, he was a coach first, then they promoted him, and then obviously he decided to go back to Dortmund. But he was part of the setup before. Here's Amora cutting inside. Nori wins the ball back away from Kabore. Is Budnija. Crosses to the box. Is Mahrez. Atal. Is Zerouki. Now Algeria are just recycling the ball, trying to reset and start their attack again. Here's Mahrez. Atal on the overlap, but he cuts inside. Here's Bentaleb. Zerouki. Nori. Belalil. Cross. Ooh. Amura tried to get the Amura got the header, but also took a knock as he went in for the header, and he's gone down. And the goalkeeper for Burkina Faso, Kofi, is also down, holding his knee. I don't know. Like, I don't think he really was because I mean, he was like an interim head coach. He wasn't actually a full-time head coach. Like, he was only filling in because we still hadn't decided on what we wanted to do. So basically, I think Otto Addo came in as like he stepped up from the coaching staff to the head coach position after Afcon 2021, when we decided to have him as an interim and then have a technical team behind him, right? So he never actually became, you know, he never actually became the head coach. He was just there as on an interim basis, and we were still trying to decide on how to replace Milovan Rajovic, who was the old coach for Ghana that got us knocked out of the last AFCON 2 years ago. So I don't think he would find it strange going back to his kind of original position that he was as a coach under the previous manager, because he never was a full-time coach. But you never know. You never know how people feel about it. But just looking back at that goal again, once again, Kofi just poor in goal. Just so poor. Like he doesn't save it completely. The ball spills out of his hands and then into the path of Budneja, and he's able to just roll the ball into the net. It's just pretty poor. There's the switch. Here's Kabore. Keeps the ball in. Can he get past Nori? It's a tough battle, but he gets away with the ball. Cross in. Ooh, Tapsoba was just there. Oh! A foul? Where's the foul? Ref has called a foul. He's called a foul here on Ben Sabani. He's gonna book. I think he's gonna book Kanate. I think so. Oh wow. Kanate's just been booked here, and he's gonna miss the last game between Angola and Burkina Faso. Should the GFA, NFF, and FECAFOOT give more young players agents so they don't get scammed, make career moves that won't benefit them? I don't necessarily agree with that, because then this is where the politics come into it, man. The politics come into it and it becomes a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily agree with that. Kendall saying that the Algeria goal looks butters. The whole thing was butters, man. From the keeper, Kofi, I don't know what he was doing for Burkina Faso, but Budneja is a more trying to run in behind, and Kofi comes there, gets in there first. Big up to Ayub. Big up yourself, Ayub. He's repping Algeria. You've done well to get back into this game. Amora has been the difference for sure. There's a lot more attacking impetus from Algeria. Bertrand Traore is coming on. The play acting from Algeria is getting annoying. Bertrand Traore is coming on. Mohamed Kanate, the goal scorer, is coming off. It's going to be interesting. Bertrand Traore, captain, the leader, talisman for Burkina Faso. Let's see what happens. What can he bring to this Burkina Faso side to change things in their fortunes? Because right now, Algeria are on top, looking to get their winner. Here's Belali. Another run by him, but he loses the ball. And here Burkina now. Sangare. Bertrand Traore gets his first touches on the ball. Here's Tapsoba. And the ball goes out. It's by Sangare. It's poor. It's poor from Sangare. Easy pass to make to Kabore. And he puts the ball out. They win the ball back though. Bit sloppy from Algeria. Here's Sangare. Blati Toure. Ooh, tried to play the ball into Abdul Tapsoba, who was running in behind. That's good from Tapsoba there. Just getting there in front of Mahrez. Yeah, Bertrand Traore is from Burkina Faso. He's from Burkina Faso. You thought he was Malian, but he's from Burkina as well. Yeah, I mean a lot of people would know Bertrand Traore for obviously his time in England. I think he started off at Chelsea as a youth product. I believe he played for Ajax. Oh, Kabore, I think that's handball. They don't give it, and then also it's a foul. Kabore is down. Burkina Faso were looking for a penalty, but the referee says play on. And the game has been stopped, and they'll bring the stretcher on because Kabore is down injured and he hasn't gotten up yet. We have to look at this again. But yes, Bertrand Traore obviously started career off. I don't remember where he started career off, but I know he was a youth product at Chelsea. I know he's played for Ajax. I know he's played for Lyon, and he's also played for Villa too. I'm not sure if there's been any other moves for him. Maybe he might have had a spell in Turkey as well, if I'm not mistaken. But let's have a look at this again because Kabore gets the ball. It's not handball. It's off of his chest. That is a pen. If we're going off of what was the game? What was the game? Nigeria versus Ivory Coast. If you guys remember, Usman Diamande, right? Usman Diamande kicking Osimhen. That's a penalty to Burkina. If you're going off of that one, it's the same thing. This is a penalty. Because the same thing happened in the game between Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Usman Diamande kicking in the back of the leg of I think it was Osimhen. So it's the same thing here. It's a penalty for me. Because Kabore touched the ball. He's about to control and get away from his defender, and the defender's kicked him. That's a penalty for me. Let's see. The VAR are checking. The VAR are checking. They're checking. It's a pen. For me, it's a pen. It has to be a penalty. Has to be a penalty. Kicked him in the leg. Yeah, they're going to the monitor. Let's go. Because that's a penalty for me. Referee's going to the monitor. Let's see. Yeah, VAR has been top notch. Drizzy, I'll tell you this. The refereeing at this Afcon, hey, it's been the best. It's been the best. We've really seen it. Ref is going to the monitor. I'm there. I'm there with you guys. I'm not behind. 100%. It's a pen. It's a penalty. Come on. It's so careless. Who is that? Is that Ben Sabani? No, it's Eight Nori. It's Eight Nori. I told you that battle was gonna be interesting between Kabore and Eight Nori. Two highly rated fullbacks, both in the Premier League, young players. And this battle has gone up another level now because it looks like it's going to be a penalty. I think it's a penalty. I hope the referee gives it. If he doesn't give it, I'm telling you. This is a penalty. They should stop doing this replays, man. He didn't get the ball. And he's coming back onto the pitch. And he's coming back onto the pitch. Ref, what's your decision? Penalty! And Burkina Faso have a chance to take the lead, and it's the correct call for me. Penalty giver, Pen, arming with the flag of Burkina Faso, and they're back in this game. Potentially, can they get the goal to get them the 2-1 lead? There we go. Can you hear the noise? Can you hear the noise in the stadium? And the main man, Bertrand Traore, to step up and take it. 70 minutes gone. Referee blows or waits, blows his whistle. And Traore with the goal! 2 goals in the tournament now for Bertrand Traore. They take the 2-1 lead against against Algeria, and Burkina Faso are looking like they're going to book their place into the last 16. What a second half we're having here. Traore coming off the bench again to get himself another goal in this tournament. It's a good penalty, man. It's a good penalty there. Drizzy got a lot of people, you know. Never in doubt. Let's go, Bert. Let's it. That is it. Look, I told people, Burkina, you can't sleep on Burkina. In an Afcon, you can never sleep on them. They're just, they always there or thereabouts. This could be their year, honestly. You just don't know. We've not really seen big. Because, I mean, you know, the one thing that they'll regret is the way they lost to Senegal in the last one. They lost to them 3-1. If they were to find themselves in that kind of position again, I feel like they'll fancy their chances. Honestly, I feel like they will. We've seen Senegal do their thing, but let's see. Let's see, man, because the way they went out to them in that tournament 2 years ago, they I know for a fact it hurts. But 2 years on, with a bit more experience behind them and under their belt, there's going to be an opportunity. You know, this team, their next aim is to try and qualify for a World Cup. You know what I'm saying? They have a chance going into that 2026 World Cup, but we'll see. But now Algeria have got some changes to make. Adam Unas is coming on. Riyad Mahrez coming off. Belaili's also come off. He's had a pretty good game, to be honest. Belaili, he's been dangerous on that left-hand side, but Mahrez hasn't done much. And Fares Chaibi coming on in Belali's place. This is very interesting. This situation now is putting Algeria in big danger of exiting again from the group stages. This is interesting. And that goal for Bertrand Traore makes him the third player in Burkina Faso's history to score at 3 Afcons. You can't sleep on a Burkina Faso. You just can't. Like the history that they have in this competition, people just don't necessarily recognize it because they haven't won it, but they've been so close, and they will feel like they can do it. And at the same time, yeah, like if they win this game, they're top of their group. Simple, they're top of the group. Nothing else matters after getting this. If they can hold on for this victory, Algeria are gonna push though. His ain't Nuri. Nagola's gone down. We got Kendo saying now, hold on to that lead. First North Africa loss. Man said enough of the fake emotions from me, but Nigeria really stood there and let this bomb Algeria beat them. Algeria go home. All these Frenchmen that reacted to Afcon are Algerian. I'm trying to see this. Oh man, crazy. Another cooling break. The Algerians are getting some words from Bemadi because they're in danger. They're in danger of going out of this competition. Obviously they have one final game, but it's really dependent on the result in the game next. Because if Mauritania, if this game stays like this, Mauritania and Angola have an opportunity to maybe even take them out. Angola will be definitely looking at it and saying, "Look, we can qualify for this group. If we win this game, we can qualify from this group." If Mauritania win, they know that final game against Algeria has an opportunity. If they get a draw, they're through. It's going to be interesting, or at least they'll put themselves in a great position to be through. You know what I mean? So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. This group. I also said this group was going to be a good group. The Gambia group ended up Gambia, Cameroon, Senegal. It's not ended up being a group of death like I thought it would be. This one could potentially be. Who knows? Here's Atal for Algeria as they press forward. Here's Kabore. Ooh. It's a throw in. Kendo saying if you look at Senegal, their FA is the best in the continent. Last year they won Chan and the under-17 Afcon titles, which also, like as I said, so them winning Afcon in 2022, 2021, and that was their first ever title on Africa as a country, yeah, at any level. And then look at how they followed it up from what you're saying here, Kendo. They've really stepped it up since that win. If Burkina win and Angola wins their next game, there's a chance Angola wins this group if they beat Burkina in the next game. Yeah, that next game is so crucial to this group now. Burkina are through if they win. But then it's like, what happens? Who's going to be top? Who's going to end up second? Who gets eliminated? It's because if Mauritania lose, then they're out. Simple as. They won't be able to come out advance from this group at all. And then that final game between them and Algeria means nothing. But if they win, it means a lot. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hassan saying if the Burkina Faso win this match, they advance to the knockout stage with a game in hand and the third nation to advance. So yes, obviously behind Senegal and Cape Verde. But yeah, it's all the permutations are starting to begin now as we move into these final games. This is the thing. I'm waiting to see if Mauritania will. If they win that game against Angola, it sets up a perfect final day game where Algeria with 1 point if they lose this one, Mauritania with 3 points, and Algeria don't want to go home. They don't. Not again. Ooh, Boudneja with the header over the bar. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is because their team has changed a little bit. Like, obviously, they're gonna start to phase out. They're gonna start to phase out Mane. They're gonna, Mendy will go on for a few more years for sure. Koulibaly, they'll phase out. And this is why when I saw their team this time around, I was like, it's a lot younger than it was 2 years ago. I didn't think that they would win this tournament based off of that squad that I've seen. But they've played well. The problem is they haven't really met any challenges yet. And yesterday we saw glimpses of them being a bit shaky defensively. As I said, I want to see Burkina go and face them again because they'll be disappointed after the way they lost in that 2021 Afcon. They lost that game 3-1. But in the game, if you remember watching the game, they held their own until about 60 minutes and then it just kind of fell apart. And then Senegal got the second goal. Then on the counter attack, the third goal, that was the game done. But I'm telling you, if Burkina face this Senegalese team this time around, it's going to be a different game for sure. For sure. But we'll see if they get there. Like, I think it's difficult to win multiple Afcons. Like, Egypt did it in the mid 2000s, and like that was a golden generation. Do you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna see many like that again. To be honest with you, but Senegal could do something. Senegal could do something, but I wasn't convinced based off of the squad I've seen. For them to go back to back, I couldn't see it. But it's only been 2 games, isn't it? So we can't really speak too. We can't speak too highly. Like, it's only been 2 games. Boudneja, too strong of a ball there from I think that was Zerouki. Was it? No, it wasn't Zerouki. It was Zerouki. Too strong of a ball from him there. I thought Mauritania and Angola didn't stand a chance of getting out of this group, but you never know. There's a chance now. This next game that we're gonna watch actually becomes so much more interesting now because both of these teams know that if they get a win, it changes everything. And this is what makes Afcon so exciting. Like, the big names doesn't necessarily, just because you have big names and you're a bigger nation doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win. It doesn't, This is why it's so exciting to watch. Senegal weren't that good against us. If we had Mbeumo and Boubacar, I think we would have drawn 2-2. Definitely, the fact that you're missing players definitely changes the landscape of your team. Don't get me wrong. But the majority of your team is not good. That's just the facts. They were a bit shaky at the start, though. I do agree with that. Algeria's coach had a big head. He should have called the West Ham players. Yeah, this is the thing that is a bit interesting for me. Why is Saïd Benrahma? Yeah, they make it 3 changes here. Burkina Faso, Dijiga, Badolo, and Salou are gonna come on. Triple change for Burkina Faso. Saïd Benrahma should have been in this squad. I don't understand why, but do you know how it is with players and falling out with coaches? It happens. CM saying that Senegal looks suspect defensively. Senegal's defense is suspect. Burkina Faso must stay tight at the back. It looks like Algerians are going to go behind them easily. Etu and Song need to attend some pep and seminar. What? I don't know what you're saying. Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia playing for the tournament of their life next week. I'm telling you. Hassan saying, I'm sold to Burkina Faso. Come on, guys. I'm telling you, like, watching them, you're like, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in the world, they won't even know the country. They won't know where it is. Like, in Africa, they wouldn't know. But I'm telling you, when you watch them play, there's just something about them that just makes them so exciting. I'm telling you. With regards to all the continent tournaments, Afcon is my favorite. Asian Cup is fine, but it's not as good. Same with the Euros. I mean, Afcon is Afcon. Like, there's nothing like it. It's just so unique. You know. I mean, we watched the Euros. We watched the Euros last time out, in 2021, and there's no culture. There's no, the football's largely okay. Like, they've expanded the tournament now, so smaller nations are playing in it, so it doesn't make it as interesting. Because, like, I'm not trying to watch Albania play off against Austria. I don't want to see North Macedonia play. I don't want to see them at Euros. Like, those teams aren't good, but they qualify. So it's like, that it's different, because those nations, they're always going to struggle, like in a major tournament. Whereas at Afcon, the smaller nations, they've really invested in themselves and they've improved. So it makes it more difficult kind of games for some of the bigger nations. Whereas if England played North Macedonia in the Euros, they'd slap them 4-5-0 in the tournament. Like, England beat Ukraine 4-0 in what was it, a quarterfinal stage or something like that. Like, Euros it's not appealing to me. I'll watch it because it's football that's on, but it's not that interesting, like, for me. Kabori fouled again he's been told to get out by the ref. Yeah, they didn't call Ben Rama. They said that Sammy said that he fell out with Belmadi. That's why they didn't call him up. Kind of similar to the reason why Ziyech wasn't at the last Afcon. Slimani also on for Algeria. Sorry, I missed that substitution. Didn't mean to have a question mark here. No worries there, bro. Euros is boring. 1 of 5 countries. That's it. Like, if it's not France, it's England, Portugal, Spain, Germany. Those countries, more or less, one of those will win it. Italy. Like, it's pretty boring. You don't know who's going to win this Afcon. We actually don't know. Like, Senegal won it last time. People are already putting them as favorites and all of this type of stuff, but we don't know. Nigeria, with probably the best attacking, collection of players, they could win it. You don't know. Ooh! Goes down, Unas. In the box, ref says play on. I'm still putting my hopes in one of the Burkinas, Mali's, Guineas to try and potentially win it. I put my hopes in one of them. Can Ivory Coast turn it around after losing at home? Here's Traore now. Gets it to the box. Takes a shot. Yeah, probably should have crossed the ball. Kabori was on rushing there. Just over 3 minutes plus added time to go in this game. Oh no, Algeria in behind. And the cross. Ooh, well overhit there. Here's Amur. Unas with the delivery in the box. And Zaruki fouling. And Salou's down after the challenge from Zaruki. His Toure. Yeah, tried to play the through ball as Kabori just coming off the wide area. Here's Amura. Who's Unas now? Tries to play the ball into Slimani, but Burkina Faso are going to break now. And here's Blati Toure. Kabore's free. Kabore storming forward. Can he cut inside the two of them? Oh, good defending. Good defending, I think, there. Hey, Nuri, that battle has been on fire. I can't lie. I actually don't know, you know. I need to find out because I think there's some government owned stadiums for sure. Like ooh, good turn, Traore. Hey, why is my picture frozen, man? Kabore cross. Ooh, offside. Oh no, it's no, it's gone. It's gone out. It's a goal kick. I need to find out. There's one stadium in Accra, yeah, that I think is government owned though. It's a small stadium. It's like I think it's like it's owned by the police. I think so, or the army. It might be belonging to the army. I think, but I need to find out. Um, Hassan saying it's lovely to watch the skill of the Burkina Faso. Wow, I'm telling you, they're so infectious to watch. I'm telling you, you don't expect it, but they're really good. They're actually really good. Hano, there are 9 minutes of added time left. We are in the 90th minute, and it's 9 minutes of added time right now. Algeria have time to come back into this game, but I need Burkina to just defend now. Defend well. Do you know what man of the match for me in this game? Blati Toure in midfield. Has to be. The time wasting has begun. Let's go. Blati Toure. Blati Toure has been man of the match for Burkina for sure. Without question. Maybe Kabore's been good as well. I'd say Kabore too. Really good. Tapsoba with the header away. Clears it away. That's good from Tapsoba there. So his name is Bappe, not Mbappe, yeah? Okay. 9 extra minutes. I don't know where it came from. Good tackle. But it's a corner. Is it that? Wait, is that a yellow card? I thought he won the ball. Yeah, yeah. They were in the group. Armin said it earlier. The group for the World Cup, they was able to qualify and eliminate them from that. Let's see. It's a free kick. It's a free kick for Algeria. Giga booked. There's a big chance here. Chaibi's gonna take it. Poor. Why are you shooting? Poor. Why did Chaibi do that? And it's a corner to Algeria. Oh, there's the equalizer. Budnejar has done it again. 2 goals. And that's it. They've got the equalizer. And Algeria. Wow. Oh, that is so poor. It's so poor. It's a good header, but it's so poor because you've got Kabore basically on the line and Kofi as well. Wow. 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 And it's an equalizer for Algeria. And Budnejar with another goal in this game. 2 goals, 3 goals in the tournament now for Budnejar. It's probably, yeah, on the balance of it, yeah, it's probably fair. Because Algeria, yeah, had definitely done a lot more in the second half to try and push for their second goal to try and win it, but they could still win it here, you know. Slimani coming forward, he's offside there. Is he not? Jesus Atao. It's offside. Yeah, it was offside. Yeah, Bundejar also booked as well. Yeah, Bundejar is a bit of a menace, man. I can't lie to you. But there's still an opportunity here. A yellow card for Toure. Blati Toure suspended now for the final group stage game. Gonna have to beat Mozambique, but I don't know if we will. I have no idea if we will do it. Golden goal is coming. There looks like there's a winner on the cards. It could be Algeria though. This game is starting to peter out now. Yeah, the 3-4-3 was, and that's it. It's full time. Algeria have been able to get themselves a lifeline, give themselves an opportunity now in that final group game against Mauritania, depending on what happens in that game actually later on. But yeah, Burkina Faso will feel disappointed after taking the lead after 71 minutes with that Bertrand Traoré penalty. They did rescue a point, and then they rescued a point. They was able to get it right at the death pretty much. Boudnejar with 2 goals and his final one, 90 minutes. 95 minutes on the clock. Burkina will feel hard done by. They weren't able to hold on, and now they go into their final group game against Angola with an opportunity to potentially, top the group, depending on all the results that may happen, obviously, out of that. But it's going to be a very good final day in this Group D that we'll be watching all together. So big up to everybody who's been in here from the beginning. It's been a good game so far. And, 2-2, fair result, I think, in the end. And, we've had a good game to start the day. But look, people, we're going to be back in about 50 minutes time. We'll be doing the game between Mauritania and Angola, which now becomes a very interesting game because now there's an opportunity for Angola to draw level at the top of the group if they win the game. But if Mauritania win the game, then it makes it very tight going into that final Group D games that will be happening potentially, I think, on Tuesday, maybe. I don't know. It might be Tuesday or Wednesday, but we'll see what happens anyway. But people, big up yourself for coming through. I will see you guys in about 50 minutes time, and we're going to watch that game together. Make sure you're hitting that like button on both channels, on Eagle Eye Extra and on Pros Only Sports. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button on both of those, especially if you're new. Hit the notification bell and all of that good stuff right there, people. And we are out. Peace.